So my name is Joshua Cox. Um, I'm a social studies, secondary education major here at Ball State. Ball State, Ball State was the place I wound up, I suppose, because they were one of the first places to send me, the fancy acceptance letter in the mail. And I was already, pretty stoked. I was already looking at several, universities in the region that had great teaching programs. Ball State was, pretty close to the top of that list, and it was also a lot more convenient to my hometown of Carmel. So that was ultimately where I decided to go, um, and I really don't regret it. If I could have dinner with a certain historical figure or personality, I would probably pick the 20th century anarchist and activist Emma Goldman. I'd love to get an insight into her core motivations, her opinions on the work she's most proud of, and her reaction to the current political state of affairs. And I mean, just in general, she is someone, that I look up to just because of the values she stood for and the bravery that she demonstrated throughout her life. If I had a crystal ball of sorts, I suppose I would really, excuse me, want to know when I'll die based on my current state of, current state or current course of action. So, for instance, if I'm about to go skydiving and jump out of the plane, I look at my crystal ball. Crystal ball tells me that the day I'm going to die is that day. I don't know if I'm jumping out of that plane anymore. So I think it'd be pretty handy. But other than that, I want to keep it up to chance. I mean, not to chance, but I just like to find out as I'm going. If I could save anything in a house fire, I would almost certainly save my signed DVD copy of the movie Ghost in the Shell. Honestly, it's my favorite cyberpunk movie ever. And just in general, it was a benchmark for the genre. Like in terms, and it holds a little bit of nostalgia for me. And I really don't know if I'll ever get to meet a cooler voice actor. An interesting fact about me: in first grade, I won a talent show by learning all 50 states and capitals and every country in North, Central, and South America. And honestly, I still think I could. I still think I remember. I could do all of that. I mean, obviously, expect more from me at this point, but in terms of my biggest self-esteem issue that's relevant to this class, I would have to say that it's my general or overall lack of confidence when it comes to, you know, other types of public speaking, other than, argumentative and persuasive, because I'm usually pretty introverted most of the time. And when I, did debate and, gave speeches in class, I was generally giving speeches about things that I believed in. And so it was like part of my passion that was driving away, any type of anxiety or like, fear about it. But when I don't have that passion, then it's a lot easier for, apprehension to creep in. And that is something I'm trying to work on. I'm trying to overcome this by striving to be more extroverted in my personal life so that I can have that confidence in class as well. Thank you.